layout and operation presented in this instructional video may have significant differences from your system depending on what type of CNC control you are using and your software version. These videos are designed to help the user get familiar with the basics of the Dynatorch system so that they can begin using the machine productively as soon as possible. It is not intended to cover all possible topics or techniques. The control values used in this presentation may not apply to your system and are just examples. Do not copy the control values from this presentation into your software. This video presentation requires audio. Please turn on your speakers now. The Dynatorch converter is an onboard CAM program that will allow you to convert a DXF into Dynatorch G-code, also known as a TAP file, NC file, a CNC file, or whatever you configure it to be in machine settings. A DXF is not executable in Dynatorch CNC software. You must convert a DXF into Dynatorch G-code before you can execute the program. The converter can be located at the top of the main screen in the toolbar or by clicking on the converter button. Click on Converter and then click on Dynatorch to indicate that you want to use a Dynatorch converter, not a third-party converter. At the top of the converter, in the toolbar, you will find the converter setup where you can define how the converter creates Dynatorch G-code, and also TapMate, a program used to modify existing G-code, and PlasmaMate, a library of parametric shapes. The converter setup, TapMate, and PlasmaMate are not discussed in this video. There are three ways to load a DXF into the Dynatorch converter. You can modify a part in PlasmaMate and load it into the converter. You can click on File and open a DXF, or you can click the Open button. After you have loaded a DXF, you can click the Object button to zoom into the object, and Limits to zoom to the extents of the work envelope, as defined in machine settings. You can also click on Zoom In and left-click to draw a zoom box. Click Zoom Out to zoom back out to the work envelope. Before beginning the conversion process, select a conversion mode. Click on Plasma Conversion to convert a DXF that you want to cut using a plasma torch. Oxyfuel Conversion to convert a DXF that you want to cut using an oxyfuel torch. Or Custom Conversion for all other marking or cutting operations that you have configured in Converter Setup. Also, you have the option to use Dynatorch Curve Compensation, not discussed in this video. For this example, we will use Plasma Conversion. To begin the conversion process, click on the Start button. Once you click on the Start button, you will begin clicking on the segments, usually the lead ends if your DXF has them, in the order that you want the CNC to execute them. You should start with the innermost contours and work your way out, clicking on the perimeter contour last. If your DXF does not have lead ends, you can use the lead in button to create them. If during the conversion process you make a mistake, you can click on the Oops button to take one step back in time. If you choose not to convert all the segments in a DXF, you can stop the conversion process early by clicking on the End button. If you do not click on the End button without selecting all segments available, you will not be able to convert the DXF into Dynatorch G-code. To determine how many segments you have clicked on, use the Found indicator on the right. This is useful for detecting lines hiding behind lines and segments that are outside of the work envelope. Once you have highlighted all the segments you want to convert and ended the conversion process, you can click on Test Run to make sure there are no errors. All successfully converted segments will turn blue, and red dashed lines will appear to indicate rapids. Rapids are the high-speed movements between segments. Click on Save to locate and name the converted file. Once saved, the file will become executable in the Dynatorch CNC software. Click on Close to return to the main screen. Converted files are automatically loaded into the CNC software.